Chapter 2, Understanding Secularism. Imagine yourself as a Hindu or a Muslim living in a part of a United States of America where the Christian fundamentalism is very powerful. Suppose that despite being a US citizen, no one is willing to rent their house to you. How would this make you feel? Would it not make you feel relentlessful? What if you decide to complain against this discrimination and were told to go back to India? Would this not make you feel angry? Your anger could take two forms. First, you might react by saying that Christians should get the same treatment in the place where Hindu and Muslim are in the majority. This is a form of ir- retaliation. Or you might take view that there should be justice for all. You may fight stating that no one should be discriminated against on the ground of their religion, practices, and belief. This statement rests on the assumption that all form of dominations related to religion should end. This is essential of secularism in this chapter. You will read more about what this means in the Indian context. History provides us with the many of discrimination, exclusion, and persuasion, persecution on the ground of religion. You may have read about how Jews and persecuted in Hitler Germany and how several million were killed. Now, however, Jewish state of Israel treats its own Muslim and Christian minorities quite badly. In Saudi Arab, non-Muslims are not allowed to build a temple, church, etc., and nor can they gather in public places for prayer. In all of the above example, members of one religion community either persecute or discriminate against member of religion communities. These acts of discrimination take place more easily when one religion is given official recognition by the state at the expenses of other religion. Clearly, no one would wish to be discriminated against because of their religion nor dominated by another religion in India. Can the state discriminate against the citizen of the ground of their religions? What is secularism? In the previous chapter, you read about how the India Constitution contains fundamental rights that protect us against the state power as well as against the tyranny of the majority. The Indian Constitution allows individuals that freedom, freedom to live by their religion, belief, and practices as they interpret these. In keeping with these ideas of religion freedom for all, India also adopted a strategy of separating the power of religion and the power of state. Secularism refers to the separation of religion from the state. Why it is important to separate religion from the state? As discussed above, the most important aspect of secularism is its separation of religion from the state power. This is important for a country to function democratically. Almost all countries of the world will have more than one religion group living in them. Within this religion group, there will most likely to most likely the one group that is in majority. If this majority religion group access to the state power, then it's quite could quite easily to this power and finance resource to discriminate against and persuade person of other religion. This tyranny of the majority could result in discrimination or coronary, and at the time even the killing of religion minorities. The majority could quite easily prevent minorities from the practices their religion. Any form of dominance based on religion in the violence of the right that a democratic society guarantees to each and every citizen irrespective of the religion. Therefore, the tenuity of the majority and the violence of fundamental rights that can result in one reason why it is important to separate the state and the religion in democratic society. Another reason that it is important to separate religion from the state is democratic society is not because we need to protect the freedom of individuals to exist from their religion, embrace another religion, or having the freedom to interpret religions, religious teachings differently. To understand this point better, it is take as the practice of untouchability. You might feel that you dislike to practice within Hinduism and therefore you wanted to try and reform it. However, if the state power were in the hand of those Hindus who support untouchability, then do you think that you would have an easy task to try and change this? Even if you were the part of the dominant religion group, you might face a lot of resistance from the fellow member of your community. These members who have control of the state might say that there is only one interpretation of Hinduism and that you do not have to freedom to interpret this differently. What is Indian secularism? The India Constitution mandated that the Indian state be secular. According to the constitution, only a secular state can realize its objective to ensure the following: that one religion community does not dominate another, that some members do not dominate other members of the same religion community, that the state does not enforce any particular religion or not take away the religion freedom to individual. The Indian state work in a various way to prevent the above domination. First, it uses a strategy of distancing itself from religion. The Indian state is not ruled by a religious group, and nor does it support any one religion. In India, government space like laws, court, police stations, government schools, and office are not supposed to display or promote any one religion. In government school in Simapur, students want to celebrate a religious festival. Sir, there is a big religious festival next month. We have never celebrated in the school. Can we do it this year? I am afraid that isn't possible, Rekha. This is a government school. We cannot give importance to any one religion. Private school may do that, but government school don't celebrate any religion festival in the school premises. Most religion festivals are public holidays so that we can celebrate these at home. I never thought of it this way. I guess we can always celebrate it outside school. Anyway, we celebrate planning to it in our locality. In our storyboard, the celebration of religion within the school would have been a violation of the government policies of treatment or religion equality. Equally, government school cannot promote any one religion either in the morning prayers or through the religion celebration. This rule does not apply to private school. Second way is in which the Indian secularism work to prevent the above domination in through the a strategy of non-interference. This means that in the order to respect the settlements of a religion and not interfere with the religion practices, the state makes certain exception for the particular religion and community. A group of friends who bought scooters at meeting for go for a ride together. Hey, I hope you have a helmet. You know the law of Delhi required that you wear one. Why aren't you wearing a helmet? Do you want to be fined? Don't worry, I will not be fined. Hey, Parmajit, why didn't you be fined? For Sikh, wearing pagri is very important part of our religion. The government cannot force me to wear a helmet. In our storyboard, Parajmit the Sikh